Hi everyone, it's Julian from Digital Trends, and I'm here with the Galaxy Note 8. It's the next phone from Samsung after the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus, but it's the first Note phone after the Galaxy Note 7, which was recalled after it had issues with the battery. But Samsung has ensured and assured us that the battery is safe and this product is safe. And so it's all around an exciting phone. It's very similar, as you can see, to the Galaxy S8 in that it has that infinity display. And of course, you're also getting that full edge-to-edge, not just from the top, but on the sides as well. And if we're initially comparing it to the S8, it's a little more angular rather than curved from the S8 edges. But overall, it's much bigger than the regular S8, but it's only slightly bigger than the S8 Plus. This is a 6.3-inch screen, and it is, again, absolutely massive. And of course, it has that key feature that makes the Note series so special, the S Pen right here, which you can just pull out, and of course, those features just kick off immediately. So some of the specs for the Galaxy Note 8 is 6.3-inch Quad HD Plus screen, and it runs the same processor, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835. Of course, that's different in different markets. Samsung will be using its own Exynos processors as well. It comes with 6 gigs of RAM, and that's an increase of 2 gigs from the S8. And it also packs 3,300 milliamp hour battery, which should be enough to last you a little more than a day. And it sadly comes with Android Nougat 7.1.1, but Samsung said it is working on bringing Android O in a timely fashion. One of the other big differences that you'll notice in the Note 8 over the S8 is that we finally have a dual camera system here. So that's the fingerprint sensor right there. And this is basically two 12-megapixel cameras, f1.7 on the primary aperture and f2.4 on the other. What the feature set that works here is if we launch the camera, let's say we take this little square. You can see that this thing called Live Focus. Let's turn it on, and it's basically a portrait mode. Lets you adjust the blur around the subject, and this lets you do it live. One of the other cool features is Apps Pair. This is in the Edge screen that's been available on some Samsung phones for a while now, but one of the cool things that I've set up here is you can combine 2 apps to launch at the same time, and that'll open in split screen view. So right here, if I press that, it'll open, as you can see, Google Maps and Google Play Music at the same time. You can adjust it, and say I leave it, it actually stays at a notification here, so I can go back into it and do what I want. But the cool thing is you can do whatever you want in this creation tool here. Just press create, and you can create app pairs pretty easily. So say I want to create, I don't know why I would do this, but say Google Drive and Facebook. Oh, create app pair, there we go. Oh, I think I'm too full. Here we go. Create app pair. Let's say Google Drive and email. That's a pretty good pairing. And now when I go back home, you can see Drive and email, and it launches immediately with both apps right here. And of course, one of the key features is the stylus, the S Pen. As you can see, as I opened it, immediately launched this tool where it lets me go into certain features like Bixby Vision, Translate, where it lets you highlight words and translate. But one of the new features here is called Live Message, and it's sort of a tool to liven up your photos and messages that you want to send to people. So say, let's take a quick, well, let's just add a background here. You can also take a photo and add it as a background. So like your selfie, for example, and you can say, hello, and let's press done. Now what's happening is creating a GIF. So that's going to be animated, and you can sort of share that to any messaging application, email, you know, Facebook, whatever you really want to, and people will see that animated as a GIF. So it's a pretty nice feature, additional feature of the new S Pen. A lot of these features were initially mentioned before with the Note 7, but of course we haven't really been able to try them out. And there's this live view mode that you can basically, once you pull out the S Pen on your lock screen, you can say quickly write a note like get groceries, oops, and basically you have this note right here. Say I'm probably going to forget about it, so if you want to remind yourself, press that pin button and just tell it to pin it to the always on display, and there you go. That's your always on display, and it shows you the note. You can always just double tap to go back and edit it. Eggs. And do the same thing again. And there you go. It's a pretty nifty way to easily, quickly create notes and have them remind you at all times. And right here you can see the same Bixby experience that you can expect on the S8. It comes with Bixby Voice as well. This is a Bixby Home, and you have reminders, Vision, which lets you activate. Actually, it does not look like Bixby Voice has been set up on these yet. Yeah, does not look like it has it yet, but as you can see, there's Vision and reminders. Basically, Vision lets you identify objects. For example, let's say this little, and now you can see it detected the object in the image and shopping. Let's just say image, and you can see related photos, and that's actually pretty accurate. And back here, if we went to shopping, you can buy, I assume, well, it says no matching products found, but you know, if you pointed it at like a phone, for example, it'll be able to tell you where you can buy it directly from Amazon. And let's just take a look at the UI. This is the lock screen, same exact TouchWiz experience that we find on the S8. It's how you access your apps, notifications. Again, Android 7.1.1 is installed, but Samsung says that Android O will come in a timely fashion. That's the next version of Android. And again, this is a 6.3 inch Quad HD Plus display. That's an 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio. So as you can see, there are edge functions here that you can do. Some of these I showed you already, the Drive email, you can pair two apps. So contacts you can access immediately, and there are way more edge screens that you can actually implement and add in the edge panel. So basically expect more or less an S8, but enhanced in terms not just of hardware with the 6 gigs of RAM, and but also you have these special really nifty features from the dual camera that a lot of people are probably going to like. And of course, S Pen fans, people who really buy this phone, love the S Pen, and that's one of the features that they're going to be enjoying. And of course, this is, like all Samsung flagship products, IP68 water resistant, so you can dip it in water, I believe it's 1.5 meters for up to 30 minutes or more. So this is the color that'll be available in the US. This is black, and then there's this orchid color that we're also going to be available for people to buy. There is also this gorgeous blue that sadly won't be available in the US, but it will be available internationally. There's also a gold version, which we don't have right here, but it'll also be available only internationally.